Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Connor McGilligan, how are you doing? You're probably all thinking, Connor, what on earth are you doing outside of Bramall Lane? Well, I'll tell you, we've done a little bit of filming, might put a few bits on the general channel as well, but we have got exclusive bits on my second channel, One Leeds, as well. But I thought I'd do this video as it's quite an interesting one. This lot, now too far ahead. Leeds United, come here. On Monday night, Sunderland will have played Hull, Burnley will have played Sheffield Wednesday. Huge, huge games for both sides. Now, let's say that they win the game, both of them. Burnley beat Sheffield Wednesday, which I think they will. Sunderland beat Hull, which I think they will. Hull have won throughout the last 4 away games, and their away form, bizarrely, is keeping them up at this moment in time. The home form is horrendous. I believe 7 points adrift at the bottom of the home form table. And their away form, genuinely, is keeping them in it. So it might be a tougher task for Sunderland than you expect. Is the pressure now off for Sunderland? And the whole point of this video is it over? I'm seeing some Burnley fans, I'm seeing some Leeds United fans, Sunderland fans, Championship fans say it's done, it's over. Don't worry about the automatics anymore. Well, it's an interesting conversation. Sunderland, we did a little bit of an analysis of their fixtures. Do they have some good fixtures coming up? I actually think their last 5 games in particular, I believe you've got the likes of Blackburn in there, but aside from that, Sunderland have got a good run of it. Now, I could be wrong on that Blackburn shout. I think I'm right. But they've got a good run of it. Last 5 games, decent. You look at Sheffield United. Tough games coming up. QPR away, Leeds United at home, Burnley away, Sheffield Wednesday away. Massive games. Now, I mentioned QPR as well. QPR currently a 3rd in the form table in the Championship. So what can we expect? Is it done? I'm not 100% sure it is, but what it is it's going to be incredibly difficult for Sunderland, in particular for me, to get back into it. And that's why I'm hedging my bets on Sheffield United at this moment in time. Football's reactive. You have to change your opinion with the moving of the tide. At this moment in time, I think this lot have got a big advantage, a huge advantage. And obviously, that is them being second. That is them being ahead in goal difference. That's them being 8 points ahead of Sunderland, which I think if it were the other way around, Sunderland fans would be saying it's going to be difficult for Sheffield United to get back into it. Now, the context is, when we're just talking about Sunderland, Tom Watson comes back, Brown comes back, Mundle comes back. Massive, absolutely massive. But is the gap too big? One side of it, you can say, no, there's 13 games left. Way over 30 points to play for. No way. It's not too big. But the other side of me thinks Sheffield United have barely lost any games this season. I don't know if I see them losing that many more. I see maybe a draw at Burnley. I probably see a win at Sheffield Wednesday, depending on where Barry Bannon is. If he's fit, it could be a different conversation. But I see a win at Sheffield Wednesday. I do see them dropping points, but I just don't know if they're going to drop enough points. And that's why I think Sunderland on 62 right now, after the weekend, I think are out of it. I'll be honest, guys. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before. I said Sunderland would get top 2 not long ago. But there was context. And the context right now is Sheffield United won that game at Luton and Sunderland lost that game at Leeds United. Now, listen. We being myself, being a Leeds United fan, Leeds go and beat this lot. Sunderland and Burnley are right back in it. But 5 points again. You're asking Sunderland to still be perfect, and it feels like it's been 5 points for such a long time now. It's always been 5 points, and it's still been the same 2. Leeds and Sheffield United. So you're asking a kind of 2-game swing, aren't you, really? And obviously the goal difference needs to be improved. Now, this could definitely change. Sunderland have it in their arsenal 100% to get into that top 2 for me. Burnley are an interesting conversation. Less points behind, and we've not even touched on Burnley. Why have you not touched on Burnley? I'm less convinced by Burnley. I'm less convinced that Burnley have a number 9. I'm less convinced, and I said this very recently, that Scott Parker can get the best out of Burnley's attacking players. I'm less convinced that he's going to start prioritising attack and offensive structure enough when it comes to the latter part of the season. And that's why I can still see Burnley in this vein. But unfortunately for them, it's going to be more draws and a 1-goal swing. And I don't think that's going to be enough. So, is it over? This lot will tell you it depends on Leeds. I think Sunderland fans will tell you it depends on Leeds. Because once again, that gap, 5 points. But what you have seen is you've seen a lot of Sheffield United playing poorly, but still winning games. Still, we're seeing evidence, even in Sunderland's last 5 games, that they're dropping points to teams that they shouldn't be dropping points to. I don't think they could have lost that game against Leeds, but that's out of context. It's Leeds United at this moment in time. Anybody can lose them, everybody will lose to them. But the Plymouths, the Watfords, Sheffield United are just not doing that regularly. And even with Tommy Watson back in there, Mundle, Brown, I think there will be more consistency. I'm just not convinced that it's the consistency that will override Sheffield United at the top of the division. I did say last week was pivotal, and I think it was, from my perspective. I think it was really, really pivotal. Burnley, as I say, still not convinced Scotty Parker will get the best out of that Burnley's offensive structure. What I will say is I think Burnley are the perfect playoff team. The absolute quintessential perfect playoff team. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Really interested to hear what you think on this one. General football fans as well, give me your take. If you're a West Brom fan, you're a Wednesday fan, whoever, let me know your take in the comment section below. But as I leave Sheffield United, I am pretty convinced now, I have to say. They seem to have got a little bit of a blend in the midfield as well. Sidney Peck's come in, he's really sort of revitalised that midfield. Yeah. I guess, have they weakened when you look at Suter going out, Rob Holding coming in? Have they weakened not getting their main target, John Joe Kenny, or one of the main targets, and bringing in Harry Clarke? There's a conversation. But do I still think this lot are better than 99% of the Championship? I just think they've given themselves maybe a little bit too much to do. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section below. Fascinated to hear what you're saying as I just stop here at, what coffee shop have we got now? Kiln Folk. And we'll see how this is. But yeah, what do you think in the comment section below, everybody? Is it done for Sunderland and Burnley? Are they out of it? I've got a sneaky feeling they are. That is a big gap to make up. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Fascinated to hear what you think. I'm going to be back here on Monday night. Guys, we'll have more content coming on the general channel as always. See you in a bit.